why we do this inner work. Woo! Yeah, so everything doing inner work just brings up. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So why do we do this inner work? Because it can be tough. It can bring up stuff that is definitely not on the surface, and it can be things that are like even not in our conscious awareness. So why will we look at these things that can be painful and not really very much fun? Because what is the value from all this? Now, exposing areas that kind of lets us allows us to heal. It allows us to heal areas that in the past are like kind of like holding us down. Areas that are keeping you from becoming the person, that you know you can be, the person that you would like to be. Now, sometimes the things like from our past just come up in normal everyday life. There's some experience that you have where you might have said something, reacted in a way that you kind of wish you didn't. Woo! And that's happened to all of us. You know, it's not just you. And so sometimes that comes up and we go, ooh, I guess I better look at that because you don't want that to happen again. Wow. Yeah. And other times, there's not anything specifically obvious about what is coming up. So that can be like, why do we want to go exploring? Why do you want to go looking for things that aren't bothering you now? Wow. Yeah. And that can bring up a lot of stuff because sometimes when we go looking for these, we do this deep inner work, it can be really painful. Whoa. And, one of the parts that I looked at is like, okay, why are we doing this? Well, because if you don't have a strong inner core, that it makes it really impossible for you to become the person that you really want to be. So it's much like a house and having a strong foundation. Now, if you have a foundation that's not like super strong, has some weak parts, that can still probably support the one-story house that you have. But if you are going to be building a second or even a third story on your house, those weaknesses, the limitations in the foundation will actually cause the whole house to collapse. Wow. And that's why we're doing this inner work, because we're looking for these spaces, these voids, these areas that are kind of like holes in your foundation that have been covered up, and they're covered up like with wallpaper. So even though there's this big hole from maybe a trauma or a past experience, it's covered up so you don't see it right from the surface. Whoa. So everything this is bringing up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Whoosh, let go, let go, let go, let go. Whew. And the thing is we all have these. And looking at them actually means that you're actually really strong, because there are a lot of people that won't even look at this. And I know sometimes it feels like you have to, that you don't have a choice, but you always do. And I think that you probably know people who maybe have had similar experiences, or when you're interacting with them, you just kind of know that they have some past things that they really should be looking at, but they're choosing not to. Woo. And when you choose to actually look at these things in your life, look at their past experience, look at areas in your life, places that you still need to heal, that actually is proving that you're really strong. So everywhere it doesn't feel like you're very strong, it feels like you're kind of weak that you even have these challenges. Yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Whoosh, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, and the part is when you're looking at these things, it's kind of like painful and it's not necessarily the easiest, but when you're repairing it, it's basically like creating that strong foundation, that strong core that you can now add more of your capacities, more of your strengths. You can become more of that person who you came here to be, the person that you really want to be. And sometimes when we're doing this inner work, there are areas that we didn't even have any idea were holding us down or limiting us. And that's one of the things that I recently found, is that one of the things is, one of the topics is looking at death and dying. Woo! So everything that brings up, do you choose to release and let all that go? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, one of the things that comes up is that we don't even want to look at this topic. There's a lot of revulsion, and keep this as far away from you as possible. Whoa. Yeah. And that's fear that's built in. And one of the surprising things is that when we actually talk about it, well, the thing is what we've been told is if we talk about it, even mention the word death or mention the word dying, that would somehow bring death and dying closer. Yeah. Yeah. So everywhere, just hearing the words death and dying seems to bring death closer. Yeah. Yikes. Wow. Did you feel all the energy on that? Yeah. So everything that is, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Woo. And there's a lot of no there. Freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. Yeah, because what I found is contrary to what we've been told, that talking about it, it brings it closer. Actually talking about it and removing the fear removes the control, the limits on it, and actually keeps you healthier and pushes death even further away. Woo. Yeah. Do you feel that energy about like talking about it actually pushes it further away? Yeah, so we got some little confusion in there. So everything that brought up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And so we have this belief that death and dying is evil, it's bad. Woo! And there's a big difference between wanting to keep something as far away as possible and thinking it's bad and evil. Woo! So everywhere that death and dying is just bad and evil. Yikes! Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Wowza! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And once again, we have a lot of beliefs that have been inserted in us by human society and even by well-meaning adults trying to keep you safe. Is putting this fear, like if we have this basic fear, we're going to stay away from it. And at some time in your life, that's probably helpful. But right now, it's not. Whew, yeah. And that's what I found is like when we remove those hidden fears that we have around death and dying, we actually can enjoy our lives more. Like I mentioned in the previous video about how I now have this peace and calmness just generally with my life. And I can feel that working on this is going to create all of us to be healthier and actually allow us to live longer, healthier lives. Woo! And isn't that just kind of amazing? It just kind of doesn't quite make a logical transition, but it does. Is removing these hidden fears around death and dying allows you to enjoy your life more and live a longer and healthier life. Woo! Yeah. So everything, all this topic is brought up. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Whew. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So I'm teaching a class that's coming up really soon. So I'm going to put that link below. And it's basically a class that we're going to remove these hidden fears around death and dying so you can enjoy your life more and live a longer and even a healthier life. Awesome. So check out the link below, and I look forward to seeing you in that class. And what is everything that's preventing you from having a good week? Ugh. Yikes. Wow. So everything that's preventing you from having a good or even a great week this week. Ugh. Yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Out, 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 out. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And what's everything else that's preventing you from having a good or even a great week this week? Cool. And out, 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 out. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So I'm Max Riggs, Energetic Awareness and Empowerment Coach. So wherever you are, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about this video. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.